I'm back! Whoa, it's been a very long time since I've posted a video update. Since summer, actually. I've always wanted to sit down and make a video, but as you know, life gets crazy sometimes. Well, since my last video update, there's been a lot of changes in my life. Big changes, small changes, exciting things, bad things. Too much for one video. So I'm going to be posting a short series of videos with different updates, different stories, all that. So, brief summary of things that happened. Since summer, I've completed my internship, and that went very well. I got a lot of positive feedback, and I'd say I learned a lot, and I know I picked the right field. I went back for my first semester of my senior year of college. It's crazy how time flies. It was definitely one heck of a semester. The best words to describe it would be a roller coaster ride. There were ups, downs, positives, negatives. It was a typical busy college semester. This video right now, I'm going to talk about my first semester of my senior year. And it started off like any other semester would. Catching up with friends, buying books, buying things I need for classes. Syllabus week, there wasn't a lot of homework, but pretty much I knew it was going to be a busy semester. I also was an author for 2 clubs. I was secretary-treasurer of the club for my major, as well as a public relations person for the campus ministry. So when academics weren't keeping me busy, clubs were keeping me busy. So you can say I was a busybody this semester, which, that was a good thing. I always had something to do. I was never bored. When I had free time, I spent it with my friends. And I made some new friends, which they're really awesome people, and that's made me happy. I've definitely been a lot more outgoing. I was outgoing to begin with when I first started college, but I got even more outgoing, and I went more places that I didn't expect to go. And, I met new people that never in a million years would I imagine meeting them, and every new person I met has contributed a lot to who I am, and I'm really grateful for that. Unfortunately, I lost touch with a couple of people. That happens. I honestly don't know why we lost touch. There was no particular reason. They just kind of dropped off the face of the earth. But hey, it's their loss. If they decided to stop talking to me or they didn't give me a chance, it's their loss, not mine. They're missing out on an awesome friend like me. So anyway, to start off with the positives of the semester, I got published for the first time. I have 2 poems published in an online literary magazine. They're called Sweet Vodka Dreams and Life as a Storm. And it's very exciting for me, and I was able to read those poems out loud, and they got a lot of positive feedback. I also got to read poetry at an open mic night, actually a couple open mic nights, and I got really awesome feedback. There was a young man that was there. He actually would read his poems and read different pieces of his in competitions, and he's won awards. And he had an agent, and she said I did really awesome. She just gave me a few pointers, which I gratefully accepted, because I want to do better. I want to be the best that I can be, and I'll gladly accept constructive criticism from people. So I'd say it was definitely a success choosing to read my poetry out loud and finally getting the confidence to submit it to be published somewhere. I actually made my own poetry book this semester. All the poems in there aren't published, but I printed some off to give to special friends and family in my life. Because a lot of people have wanted to read my poetry, and for a while I was just very secretive about it, because there's a lot of deeply personal meanings in my poems. But now that I'm getting such great feedback, I'm not afraid to share it anymore. And I'm going to have another video. The next video in the series is going to be me reading a few of my poems. And I'm still a little bit shaky on reading them aloud. I haven't had a lot of practice with them due to the semester being very busy. But I'm going to share those with a lot of people, especially those who haven't had a chance to read them online, or just the people who would like to hear me read out loud, because I've never really done that a whole lot. Aside from that, I'm going to give a brief summary of a couple of rough things that happened. I've had some tough times in a couple of classes, and I really struggled, and I had another one of those what am I doing with my life moments. But fortunately, I was able to take a deep breath and just calm down and realize that, life's going to be hard. It's not going to be all fun and games. It's not going to be easy. So I just need to, work hard. I need to stay focused. And I figured it out. And I did really well this semester considering all that happened. I got a 3.7 GPA, and my grades were high in my classes, and all that hard work pays off. It really does. I mean, there are days, of course, when I don't want to be doing homework, I don't want to be studying, I don't want to be working on an outside project. But in the end, it's all worth it. It truly is, and I learned that in high school as well. When I was getting awesome grades and I had a high GPA, things don't come easy to me, and I gotta work for it. But that's all a part of life, and all that hard work pays off. Like I said before, it truly does, and I couldn't be more proud of myself. I'm not trying to, toot my own horn or anything, but I've come a long way. Those who have known me quite a while know that I had a lot of struggles with, buckling down, focusing, and doing my best. Sometimes I knew I had it in me, but I just didn't want to do it. But now I know that, it's hard to just slide by, and you really can't do that. So, gotta work hard. Another pretty rough struggle, which I'm going to have another video about, and I know I've blogged about it, but I want to talk about it so you can see, the emotional aspect too, is I had some issues with a stalker. For a while, I denied that he was actually a stalker because, he didn't follow me around everywhere, and that's the definition of a stalker pretty much, but it was through the phone, and he was trying to add me on Facebook, and I didn't want that. But that was really rough on me. That was a big stress factor, and I let it go for far too long. And it definitely took its toll on me, and that's probably part of the reason why I had some trouble in class for a while, because, I was always getting texts and messages that I didn't want. But I'm going to have a whole nother video about that. But things are a lot better now, and overall I had a great semester. I really did. There was more positives than negatives. Just spending a lot of time with friends and going out to dinner, even having dinner on campus and talking with friends. It's been great, and I wouldn't change a thing about it. I got closer to God, I got closer to friends, I made new friends, I did well in class, I had my weak points, but overall I remained a strong person. And, I got a lot of new experiences, and I'm going to have some more videos that talk about specifics, but I appreciate all of you taking the time to watch these. I feel that it's a little bit different than blogging, because sometimes, sitting and reading in front of a computer can make you sleepy, or it's not always fun, so thought I'd change it up a little bit. I'm hoping to post more videos and actually make an effort to make them instead of sometimes, just sleeping or just vegging in front of the TV. So I will definitely post another update soon. Thanks again. So until then, I'm off.